Hello, Jill. Huh? That voice. Say? Oh, no, Say. What happened? What happened to you? Nice seeing you, too. Well, I fell from a really tall place to a really rough spot. Are you okay? Do you need an ambulance? I just got out of one, don't worry. How'd you manage to slip by the mob lynching white knights? It was a bit rough. Luckily, those bandages helped me conceal my identity. Haha. Why come straight here? The ambulance where I got treatment couldn't stray too far from the hospital. They're nice people. I've talked to them a lot while on rescue duties. I was nearby and yours was the closest friendly face I could find. I needed to regain my composure before doing anything else, so here I am. If you're scared because they might come for me, I can leave, you know. The security system of the bar are top-notch, and my boss is also the bouncer of sorts here. I'd say you're actually safer here, so I'm not worried about me. Instead, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you! First I hear you at the bank, then I find you disappeared, and now you show up with all these bandages. Are you fine? What happened at that bank exactly? Did you talk with Stella? She was worried sick about you. Slow down a bit. The medicine's making me feel everything more intensely, almost like a hangover. Aw, she's crying a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. It's nice to know someone like a bartender has worried about me, though, thanks. Everyone I know has been ignoring me, so I was feeling lonely. Why would they? Well, you've seen the lynches they give to any white knights they find. By ignoring me, they're actually saving me from getting kicked to death. My good deeds finally paid off, I guess. Haha. Can I get you anything? Anything sweet without alcohol. Thank God these pants still had my wallet in them. Oh no, I couldn't take your money right now. It's on the Jill, please. I want to pay for my drinks. I take it. I won't be able to change your mind. Nope. I mean, yes. I mean, you won't be able to change my mind. Sweet, no alcohol, coming right up. Let's see, a bit of a bang. Let's make sure I give us something sweet that doesn't have alcohol in it. Something sweet with no alcohol. Sugar rush. Optional. Yep. So you can do a sugar rush. Alright, one of those, and none of that, and all mixed. There you go. Alcohol free. Careful. Yeah, this will help me calm down. Actually, it's a sugar rush. It might make you not calm down. So what happened to you? Where did you fall from? I was escaping the place near the end of the whole thing, and I had to make a leap of faith. I've jumped from higher places, but I landed badly here. Most of my injuries were actually from debris that fell on me. Oh, but my broken arm is actually from the fall. How? I rolled to mitigate the fall, but I made a bad move and broke it. Good thing I drank lots of milk. I was under rubble for quite a bit, but luckily someone found me. Someone? I woke up in the hospital. They told me some guy brought me there. I don't know who he was, but I owe him my life. What? Nothing. You just sound cheerful. I'm alive! Why wouldn't I be? After all, what happened at the bank, here I am talking to you, being able to talk after all. Don't think too much about it. I'm fine. I'm totally foul. Hey, how are things over here? I heard there was a huge commotion when the whole thing happened. I had to sleep here in the bar on Saturday, but I guess it could have been worse. Glad to know that. Did you contact Stella? She was on the verge of despair yesterday. Oh, hey Jill, I want another drink. A, Bleeding Jane. Okay, ask for a Bleeding Jane, but is it really the best idea to give her one? Well, I guess so. You know, that's what the customer wants. Actually, it doesn't even have any alcohol in it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's sobering. It doesn't have any alcohol. Alright, so one of that, 3 of this, and 3 flamingo, all blended, so mix it real good. Here you go. Ah, cheers. Oh man. So how were things inside the bank? Cough cough, come again. What happened inside the bank? How did you manage to get through it? I was with a nice bunch of people. Well, they were apparently nice at the very least. We tried our best to find a way out of the whole thing, cracked through the security, finding safe spots, but then, sorry for asking all that. It was obviously over the line. No, don't worry about it. It's just the analogeta still numbing me. I'll take my leave now. Thank you for everything, Jill. Are you alright? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Sigh. That girl saw some awful things inside that bank. The sight of desperate people stuck in one building is enough to scar anyone. Maybe I shouldn't have said all that. I mean, if it's true that she just woke up and ended up here, I don't know, I feel like I was being too pushy. That's not something I can measure. You were just worried. I bet she's still in shock. Yeah. Gil. Want me to make sure she's fine on her way? Please. Alright. I'll go and take my break now. Taking a break downtown. Gonna save my game. Safe to keep on playing. Too much heavy stuff lately. Oh man. Looks like we need some cheering up music time. Some music cheer time. We're gonna get that one, and these ones, and that one, and that. Oh god, Carrot to pound, Metropolon, Dark Approaches, Reminiscence, and Your Lover's Drug, Synthestitch, Neo Avatabada. Actually, oh no, Synthestitch, no! Synthestitch! Synthestitch! Where'd you go, Synthestitch? Oh no, I messed it up. Synthestitch. We're gonna put Your Love as a Drug first, and yeah. Hope everything goes alright. Oh, hey Jamie. Oh, it's Jamie. Jamie. Hey, Jill. Gillian isn't around here, I see. Are you alright? You look distracted. Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm just a crazy robot man. If you say so. Jill, where do I do if 4A needs to use the bathroom? The cage has a small litter box included. Oh, that's convenient. 4A. 4A's my cat. Some apartments in my building are being inspected today, so I brought him to work in case they enter my place while I'm gone. Oh, I see. Yeah, what can I get you? The usual, a gut punch. Coming right up. Gut punch for Jamie. Alright, Jamie, we're gonna get you a nice gut punch right here. A 5, and a 1, and a Karamadar. Aged and mixed. Here you go. Oh, I thought when someone ordered a gut punch you had to make a joke about giving the client a punch to the stomach or something. Oh, that, in theory, yeah. Gil's the only one that pays attention to that, though. Really? He didn't receive proper training. He read the old manual my boss had. There was some sort of stipulation mentioning they needed to say puns, but seems like it was only some sort of anti-counterfeit measure. I mean, if they had copied such a silly stipulation, they'd be caught in the act. Like when the dictionaries added fake words to spot if someone else just copied all of it. What? Yep. Why not tell him that? It's too amusing, to be honest. So what's on your mind that's distracting you so much? Nothing you should think of too much about. It's like those times you just feel uneasy for no good reason. You might have actual reasons to feel that way, though. I mean, come to think of it, mercenary is quite the uncommon occupation, wouldn't you say? I like to think what I do is a bounty hunter, actually. How so? The only jobs I don't take are those where I have to deal with people who just happen to be in the wrong place. There are some people willing to pay off someone that has done no wrong. Things like killing someone that owns a house in the way of some building or a nosy reporter. I'm not better for turning a blind eye to such requests, but I'm not gonna be the one dealing with those. The bounty hunter part comes where? If I'm set to kill someone that has done something like stealing or killing and I get paid for it, you can see it as a bounty hunting. Yeah, I guess so. It's just cheap justification for killing people, though. In the end, they're cheap. However, I won't be the one to kill for petty reasons like those. But let's change the subject here. I'll have something bitter if you don't mind. Huh? Okay. Jamie asked for something bitter. That's a tad too broad of a category, though. Maybe something manly would be better. Uh, Bitter and manly. Do we have a bitter, manly... This is a girly drink. It's not what he wants. He wants a bitter, manly. Bitter, manly. So basically a gut punch. I mean, I guess another gut punch is fine. One for the mango. Aged and mixed. There you go. Oh, yes. You just reminded me of my grandpa. He used to eat Bronson roots every afternoon. He said they made him stronger. Bronson roots have more nutrients per gram than most vitamin supplements. Your grandpa knew what he was doing. Seems like I always manage to make you uncomfortable, Jill. I'm sorry. Oh, geez, no worries. Although, I guess it's mostly because I can't wrap my mind around the whole taking a human life thing. Knowing you've killed people and are now talking to me here, it's weird. It reminds me of when I first took sex ed classes. Couldn't wrap my mind around people doing that stuff and living normally. Unlike with sex ed, it's better that you stay that way, mind you. Taking lives is not something you should get used to. Oh yeah, I know it's a good way to change the subject a bit. Would you like to hear about the most dangerous bounty hunter in the city? The way you said that, it's like offering a tale to a bored kid. But yeah, I like to hear that one. See, there was actually a bounty hunter organization in this city not too long ago. Law enforcement would put a price on a dangerous person's head and pay for the proof of that person's death. There was a guy everyone called Jet Black James. He got the nickname because he always wore black clothes. The interesting thing was that the black clothes were there to hide blood stains and got from his contracts. His tracking skills were top-notch. His information networks were the best. Some even joked he would finish the bounty within half an hour, or he wouldn't take the reward. He was too good, in fact. At one point, he took all bounties and didn't take a single reward. He was just that crazy by then. The last bounty that was organized ever posted was on James's head. The police had him cornered. His last words were, "Send it all to my account," before shooting himself. Damn. Why hasn't that been made into a movie? So there was no more bounties after that. A registered bounty hunter was charged with many counts of manslaughter using his old targets as proof. If somebody else tried to recreate the organization, the seed of doubt would grow in little to no time. What guarantee is there that such an organization wouldn't actually be a trap? They could use the registered bounty hunters to take care of the most bothersome criminals, and then dispose of the bounty hunters by pressing charges against their targets as evidence. So no, Jet Black James made sure no law enforcement agent organization is able to set up bounty hunting of any kind. Ever since then, anyone crazy enough to be a bounty hunter works independently. Were you part of that organization? I've actually had those suspicions I'm telling you about since the day I heard such a thing existed. Glad to know I wasn't just being paranoid. I don't know how well you changed the subject, but that was certainly one interesting story. Are you Jet Black James? Is that why you have this? You shot yourself in the head? Just to make sure you're not a rebuilt Jet Black James or anything, right? The name name James is pretty common, Jill. Besides, if I remember correctly, his real name was actually a Theodore. Oh, okay. That story left my throat a bit dry. Give me a beer, please. Oh yeah, okay, one beer. One beer. I'm gonna make us a beer. Flamingo and 4 Mango 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 and 4 Man It's a beer. Here you go. One of mankind's oldest friends. Cheers. One obvious thing I see is that you don't take the use of the word kill in your stride the way Gillian does. I'm not good with violence. That's good. It's interesting, though. When I compare you two, it's obvious Gillian has seen quite the share of traumatic stuff. That guy's a handful because of that sometimes. Still, he's one of the most reliable people I've ever met. Where is he, by the way? I asked him to keep an eye on a girl that came here earlier. I feel that if something happened, he could resolve the situation. His nose must be itching after we talk so much about him. Yeah, maybe. Well, I've got to go. Send my regards to your boss and Gillian.